Welcome back to the channel. This is the start of a brand new playlist series, whatever you want to call it. And this is driven by the fact that a lot of my videos can seem very shouty, very directional, very instructional, very just coming from a place of someone who just shouts orders, and that is not me. And now in my life, I want to share everything that's going on, everything that's happening, because I feel like that is going to give you more value than me telling you all of the things that I have done or just spouting a lot of different commands, coaching, cues, all that sort of stuff that I put out here consistently to add value for you. I believe that it doesn't add value for enough people because they don't get to see what's going on with me and how I am navigating it, because that will be more powerful for you, I believe, than anything that I've done at this point. So, with that being said, I'm Ryan McTaggart. I am the head coach of the Supernatural Dad Movement. I am the creator of the Father Figure Blueprint, only driven by the fact that I have lived the experiences that I coach my clients out of, through, and all of the stuff that goes with that. The reality is that I have faced many adversities in my life. I have been bankrupt, had houses, cars repossessed. I've been locked up for drink driving, dangerous driving. I have so many different challenges that I have come through in my life that have got me to this point now, that I coach men to transform their whole entire experience of life. That doesn't mean that my life is free from problems, adversities, and challenges. And that is what I'm going to start to share with you. The highs and the lows, the ups and the downs, the good and the bad, the yes and the no. Everything that happens in my life, I'm going to share it with you now, because I believe that will give you value as to how I navigate life on a daily basis. Yes. What's happening in my life right now? You might have seen on social media, I get up at between 3 and 4 a.m, predominantly around about 3:05, between 3:05 and 3:15. And then my day begins looking after me. Number one, if I take care of myself, it eradicates any excuses that I have not to look after my family, not to do the things that are best for my family, because there's nothing else that I need after I have done my morning routine. Morning routine will look very much like get up, set my intentions, meditate, work out, come back, sort the house, make sure it's ready for my son and my fiance getting up in the morning, India and Atlas. I make sure that everything's ready for them. Then I go and greet my son and I sing a song to him every single morning. And that is the start of the most beautiful experience of every day. It's when I see him and I get to hold him and cuddle him, and it's just the biggest blessing. And I'm so grateful for him. I'm so grateful for that experience I get to have most days. After that, we will then have breakfast together. We'll make sure that he's looked after and everything is done that he requires to be done. India will head to the gym, do a workout, then she'll come back. When she comes back, Atlas and I have spent a couple of hours together. It's then usually around about 7:30, 8 a.m. Then it's time for me to head out the door and go to work. Yes, I have a job outside of this coaching. I have a job. So why have you got a job, Ryan? Why have you got a job if you're so good at coaching? Well, I've been coaching now for 11 years. And the one thing that I know to be true more than anything else in this whole world is that when you're coaching and you rely and depend on clients paying you month in, month out to have a certain level of lifestyle, you will work with clients that are not good for your business, that will not give the best they have to achieve the goals that they want, and you struggle to hold them to account because you need that monthly revenue. You need them to come back month after month to keep everything in life afloat. So in 2021, I got back into the world of being an employee and ran a coaching business around about it. In the last 7.5 months, I have ramped it right back up again. I'm now doing more coaching and coach every single day, as well as work a full-time job, as well as look after my family, as well as train, meditate, everything else that I need to do to look after myself. So I'm at work and I work all day long. As soon as I finish work, I'm back home, and then it's more time with family. It's allowing India to get some time to make dinners or do whatever she wants to do, or spend more time with Atlas if that's what he wants to do. It's making dinners if I have to do that. It's making everything else happen that needs to happen in the house. And it's making sure that then he's bathed and ready for his bed, and mum can go and have 10, 20 minutes to herself to get herself unwound and ready for her bed. And then the process begins of clearing up the house. Once Atlas and Indy are in bed, I clear up the house, I look after things, I make sure that the house is back to where it needs to be for the next day to begin. And then it's the unwind process for me to get myself ready for bed. It's things like recording this YouTube video, it's things like ironing clothes for work the next day. It's just making sure that I'm on top of every single thing that I need to do in my daily life. So hopefully this gives you an insight into an average day. Tomorrow I'm going to start covering some of the challenges that I'm going through at the moment, some of the difficulties, the hurdles and the obstacles, the roadblocks. I'm going to start covering them tomorrow, but I wanted to give you a brief outline of what my day is. If you have any questions about the day, if you have any queries, please ask them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer any of them. I'll see you tomorrow.